Is that live? I had to burp. Hello, everybody. How's it going? Welcome to another Sunday spiritual session with me, Michael Rolla, and we're going to talk about some stuff. First off, on the docket that I wanted to say was that I may have been a little rude in my last video, if you will. But like I say, I'm warning you guys beforehand. Sorry, not sorry, but no, I'm kidding. I never mean to pick on anybody and anything. And I think this was coming up anyways, this video as a follow-up. I kind of wanted to do one afterwards, but, letting everybody know how powerful we really are, who you truly really are. Anytime somebody doubts themselves or feels, anything like that, it's like, that's a limitation. It's fear. Where does all this stuff come from? Fear. And we live in the better than or worse than or this or that, so I like to pick on everybody equally, and I hope we can all laugh and have fun and joke about it, because if it ain't funny, then it ain't as funny because it's true. You know what I mean? Like, so laughing at yourself, laughing at everything, realizing we're all here together, all this stuff. But, really want to, the reason why is because knowing that we can all do that, knowing we're all that strong and that powerful and this and that, and taking that back. That's what this whole idea is, taking your power back. Yeah, it's, like, okay, that's it, done. Not, the silliness, right, with whatever it is. And it doesn't mean we have to be, violent, but we definitely have to call things out. That's don't make me how I was made, and then not let me know or let me go on whatever, right? And I think that's how we all feel, because we all feel something or another. Like how many, like for example, how many people grew up in school and really kind of secretly wanted to be like, this is all kind of boring, and not that it's bad, and I don't want to get into it, but we all go through it, and the sooner we realize that, and like we're all brothers and sisters, and we can all be laughing, we can all be having fun. We all have a different opinion, and that's what makes us great. That's the variety of life. I say these things so often. So we're gonna pull some cards, see the energies that are with us today. I'm gonna start with the Crow Tarot, but first thing we gotta talk about is the power that you wield. So Buddha says, thoughts, right, become your words become your actions, etc. So the concept that you're in control of your own life, right, versus we're these reactors to life, so it's kind of like, this came up, recently, the idea of evolution and versus, top down versus bottom up. And I've talked about that before, so bottom up being evolution, and then top down being, the thought first, the consciousness first. How does anything know to do anything or have any, or whatever? It's not that we're all, because if we're all just bottom up evolution, and we're all just mixing, particles, and then we're growing and this, well, what have humans been growing into for the past thousands? How long have we been here? Thousands of years, so where's the evolution? If we're all magnetizing things that are going to, lift the consciousness of humanity and ourselves and all this stuff, well then, where's that happening? Now, it is happening if you notice, right? And so what is that evolution going to mean? That's going to mean we're going to start the telepathy, all this kind of stuff, right? So getting to that 0 point, when you can just focus on nothing and not think about anything, you'll realize the first moment of creation is the thought that you have. And that's what gives impetus to everything. And the thought doesn't have to come from the physical world. The thought doesn't have to be, oh, I'm hungry, right? Like, it's not just a reflection all the time. And this is the trick between the reflection of life, that it's you, or that it's something else. And then if it's in me, then it's outside of me. But then it's, right, like there's a lot of confusion in that. What's up that way? How's it going, brother? Trigonometry, sir. Trigonometry all day. Man, yeah, no, I just, I wanted to recap and recount, and just, of all the videos, everything everybody's, doing and learning, and it's just, there's so much information, and we got to start sharing it the best that we can, and just really starting to ground in the fundamentals, because people talk about grounding a lot too, right? And we don't want to ground our new realities. We want to, this and that, right? So we have to be doing the physical things. So there's a lot of, and initially it's how it works, we live in primarily mental, psychological, collective, type of, system, energy box, whatever you want to call it, grid, whatever that's up. And so it takes a lot of that mental and belief and spiritual and, all this stuff to get people out of that. And then learning to ground all that stuff is really doing it in the physical and not just going way off into some direction, this direction, like I said before, like going too far out and then you're losing touch with what is actually here right now, what we can actually do, talking about the quantum financial systems and all these kinds of systems, it's like there's definitely a reset happening. There's definitely something going on. And I think what's funny about that is all the truth seekers, which is what I like to call conspiracy theorists, right? The actual researcher people, the deep researchers, right? They've been talking about the Great Reset. Prophets talked about the revelations, the coming of it's all been talked about over and over and over again. They were the crazy ones, right? And then all of a sudden, Mr. and Miss Gates comes out with the Great Reset video. So, it's getting us all, it's all showing us so that we can catch up and you can start to see the patterns that, and you can't predict the future. You can't, anybody can change your mind like that for whatever reason. But it's about maintaining that spiritual connection while you're here, while, putting all those puzzle pieces together that no matter where you're at, it's always part of the puzzle. It's always this, always that, who are you? Why are you here? It's up to you to find out. It's not up to somebody else to tell you, and was right. Like I was saying, they say, what do you want to be when you grow up? And I was teasing it last time, I want to say, apologize for all this, but because the way I feel, like if a kid said fireman, I'd be like, oh shoot, but you go, boy, like that's totally cool too, but it's getting us all past the concept that we have to that it's all figure outable. We got it all. Everybody's got it all figured out. Everybody's an expert, but then unless you're truly open, heart, mind, root open, right? A lot of reasons why people don't change, can't change, it's the root. They might believe in something, they might want to change, they might feel it in their heart, but then, like I say, grounding it, you actually, have to ground it. And when you think of belief, we talk about belief, but that's just a construct because and then because there's science and spirituality, belief, and then what's real and what's true. Well, what's real and what's true is all of this stuff that's happening to people, right? Like, not if they're lying and they're going around, but honestly, don't think everybody's saying what they're experiencing and from what they know and how they experience. And all we can do is use words based on these systems and the dictionary that we have. So getting past the idea, like once you don't have to believe anymore, right? It goes beyond belief. And it's not that well, like, so somebody else, that's where the problem always happens. Somebody else challenges it, and then they say, well, if you can't convince me within this paradigm of what equals knowing in my eyes, then you don't know. You know what I'm saying? And so that's I talked about that in the last video. It's everybody's choosing the societal and then putting it on what the person says. Like if I wanted to, I know I'm saying from here, from this point, and then everyone's gonna assume this, that, or the other. Oh, you're evolutionist. We're trying too hard. I think I've said it before. Stepping back, right? Realizing what you truly love, who you truly are, what you truly like to do outside of all of the things out there, and turning on your magnetics, turning on your electrics. Okay, that's the putting out your intention, right? Electric, and then magnetic, allowing yourself to change. I hope you guys are feeling the change. Today was crazy when I was outside. My whole body had goosebumps all over it. Like that's rare. Usually, it's like maybe my shoulders or my arm or maybe my legs one at a time. But it was the whole body. And I was just like, oh my God, the level of energy that exists that cannot be explained and is a human, is coming, it's getting more, what's the word? It's becoming more active. That's what it feels like to me. It feels like it's moving to the next stage. So I think that's going to be exciting. But it's really important to know the power that you are, because that power that you had, that everyone's looking for, that everyone feels like they may be missing, it starts from in there. The power to change your life, to change your mind, to change this world, right? To decide I'm going to go help, I don't know, volunteer, right? Yeah, maybe it was just one day, that's going to take a lot, but you change, and then you change how you feel about that. Did you feel good? Did you feel, you know what I mean? It's knowing that you have the power all the time. It doesn't mean that there's a lot of things that need to go in the world, and they are going to go. And like, what was I saying? The quantum finance, just understanding that it's all concepts of this change that's coming, right? Like, so for me, right, I saw cryptos, and then I said, oh my God, this is it. And so then there's a lot of, people, doing a lot of research. Good for them, right? Going with this coin, going with that coin. I hope it works out and every single time. But really seeing that, like people want the flash, boom, and then everything changes. Well, we're gonna have to build stuff. Like we're still gonna be like, as much as we know a lot of these things, time, space doesn't exist, this, or time doesn't exist, whatever, it's all this stuff. We're going to have to build into that, right? We're holding the futures. It's like, if I were to look at how how the past is, changed throughout my life, I can see how my influence, it was everything that we're coming together now. Look at the world. It's might taken some time, right? But slowly, surely, on more and more levels, people are gonna, wake up, this and this, and it's really, really coming now. So that's why this is an amazing time. And where was I going? The idea of the quantum and the cryptos, right? The quantum financial system, right? This concept that it's going to be quantum. Well, fine. I don't like the Great Reset, right? It's just a word. It's just a way of describing it. Because if we have a quantum system, so if we flash and then go into some quantum, that means there's going to be particles that can exist in the same space and time, right? In different places, at the same time space, like whatever, all this quantum stuff, right? Aren't we doing that already? Or isn't there already parts of us that are quantum? Isn't quantum already exists? So it's that grounding aspect that we have to move into these things. We have to, now, hey, would I love a flash, and then all of a sudden, like, what, all the cities are built already? I mean, like what, it'd be kind of weird. Or what if you're walking down the sidewalk and it flashes, and then all of a sudden you're in the jungle somewhere because now there's, and then now we have all these things activated. So now I forgot, I just need to warp home. Where's my home? And then you warp home somehow. It's like, what, it's going to be a gradual learning and process and stepping into this, and that's the whole concept, is that we are the quantum financial systems. When I know I'm here doing my thing and I got a similar replica somewhere else in the world helping the world, we already are quantum. We already, so whatever the systems are, whatever the things that are coming, there's so much speculation, and there's always been. But what we know is what we know. And that's why it's so important to just keep going with what you know, and not worrying about being right, not worrying about being wrong, not worrying about what people think you're right or you're wrong, and then what's that say about the people? Who cares if that's their life? We got, so living by the example, the power that you had, knowing who you are, all these things is coming back to people, and they're going through a lot of changes because the true self, who they are, it might not fit into some of the things that you've been used to doing, your whole life. So as these things come in, that's where it gets rocky. And that's where people, and then we get divided on issues, and then we like I was thinking about that too, the impact of the jabby jabs, some people like lost their family, like stopped talking to their family members over this stuff. Some people, this is how powerful belief is, that it will make you lose your real family over an idea. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's why I'm here to that's why I'm on communications, relationships level. And we got to talk about all of this stuff, and listen, it's not a judgment, right? We've all done it. And then that's the other half, right? we're all human. We all feel things. We all have hormones. We all have to take the time to relax, but we all go through cycles. Cycles are always happening. So if you feel one way, if you want to be that way, it's supposed to be. It's like, so source, whatever, creates you and you come here. And then, like I said, I don't know if I said this on the last one, where I'm reading about how one of my things is a one, or two of my things were one. So in your ones are, take charge, leadership, blah, blah, blah. So it's telling me do that, do that, do that. And then the other thing says be more patient with, people and, whatever. And then I'm just like, okay, so which one is it? What, so we got to be careful with everything that we're doing, getting into reading, where it's like, it's not just so like, oh, I have to do this because that's, I should focus on that. It's like, well, wait a minute, you just told me one thing, now you're telling me another thing. Okay, so again, we have to stop trying to figure it all out, like put it in a box. This is classic this is classic that. And we got to just be open again and realize that all the things are required. Every one of us has to goes through being upset, or what is this 5 state? Denial, ego, right? Pride, and then anger, wrath, and then, I don't know if you want to look at it that way. It's just, but that's why we got to laugh. That's why we got to joke. That's why we got to start talking about this stuff and coming together, right? If you're going to lose your family or your friends over the fact that you just believe something, well, I apologize for that, but really in most cases, it doesn't want to be that way, so if you send the love, you give it the time, you do what you can to help the understanding, because that's literally what we're all here doing all the time, every day. It's every little thing we can do. And that's, then you think about, like, every time I see us lighting up on the grids, it just looks like that's the new grid. Every single one of it. The more we, embody love within ourselves and just share that all the time, like no matter what happens, you just, you chuckle it off. It's like somebody, like what they say, if somebody spoke a different language and you didn't speak it, and they cussed you out right in front of your face, you'd have no idea. You'd be like, oh, okay, have a nice day. Like, but then if you knew what they said, right? What, now you're sad and now you're upset, and everything that they say, is true now, just because, so there's living in a world of reaction where everything just happens to me. You know what I mean? My hormones are just doing things that they're just doing. It's like, yeah, you can look at it that way, but we could also learn exactly what they're doing and why they're doing them. And once we understand ourselves, so really, people, the collective, this is going to be a great time for people who want to learn this stuff and seek for themselves and learn about themselves. And then it's just going to kind of make it maybe a little more confusing for those who aren't or haven't or whatever, maybe done the work, but you got to leave space for them and don't expect it to be anything that you haven't seen before, I guess, right? When everything is built, gets torn down, we're at the tear down stage. Oh, yeah. No, yeah. There's going to be a lot more that has to come down before it raises back up, right? Like, we're not in the building. Like, I wouldn't want anybody with deep pockets building anything still. So yeah, no, I totally agree. Like, not yet, but the good guys are building good things. Don't worry. And that's why I say the cryptos, if you guys, did you see recently Brazil's going cryptos? I got to do a crypto video. I haven't done one in a long time. And Russia and China are already in talks and agreement about creating the new global currency. So they don't even care about the US dollar anymore. So they're already in talks. And I know, like, Brazil's a part of it, and there's some other countries, a couple or something right now. And I know that Brazil is talking about going full Bitcoin. They just kind of like announced all that stuff too. So I'm not saying what this new system is or isn't, or, it's like when they say the new system is going to be based on your love and your output and your energy and your this and this. Yeah, exactly. That's what life normally would be. But what is the system we're going to use for that? How are we going to, until we get the grid set up with the free energy and it's connected all over, we got some time. They're still fighting back. They're still, cornered, and they're still, pulling out their things and their little tricks that they have. And, we got to be as careful as we possibly can. But as soon as people start waking up more, I guess, caring more, not caring more, but like, because it's not a level of how much they care. It's, doing more research. Like, we need more conspiracy theorists. You know what I mean? As soon as anybody starts doing the research, they'll find it. They'll find it. They'll find it all. Like the recent one where, I don't know if I talked about this on the show, but Uncle Cliff High, was talking about how, based on something, I don't know if it was at CERN or whatever, but that protons, neutrons, electrons, atoms it's not what we think. It's not even atoms. That's not how it works. Even though we can show that, like, okay, we can call this level of science atoms and protons, electrons. He's like, that's not, I can't remember, and I have to go back and watch the video, but I know he's on it, so he'll probably give an update eventually. But and just like, the idea of the sun, the disk that we're going around the sun like that, it's not true. It's been proven, because it's proven with the Venus retrogrades or conjunctions, or whichever one, when they move around. And then what happened, the recent one was the Voyager. Is it the Voyager? The one that we sent out to go as far as it could possibly go, and then it reached what we call the edge. And what happened was, it basically like white went to white noise and like that, and then just went out, right? So as far as we know, it hit a field of some kind that took it out. So we sent a second one out, right? Like maybe 20 years later or whatever it is, 30 years, and we sent it out at a different angle, so that if we're around the solar system, we're in a bubble, right? When it was sent out, it would see different planets, right, based on the direction that it went. When both of them left, both of them saw every single planet in our solar system. So the planets that are supposedly on these ginormous year orbits that are way out there, they should have never even saw. The ones that are on 500-year orbits, neither one of those would have saw that guy, right? Or they both would have saw that one and not, the other, whatever the case. So the concepts of all of this stuff is reality, like as we know it, is all changing. And the more, we need more research. We need more researchers. Man. That's all right. Everybody's going to start researching something at some point. I shared the patent video for these guys. You guys want to share that on Facebook? That was from last year. It was like 2021 though. But there's a patent dude who, 20 years it was patented. Just put it that way. All right. I'm just going to stop talking there, because I think I want to get into this thing. This is where I need maybe I'll do a Patreon show where I'll just start talking smack about all the world wars and how something. But, I just want to find a safe space. We're getting there. We're going to get there. Wait, where's my crows? Let's see what the crows got to say. What we got for the week? Let's do for the week. Let's do for the week for the crows. How's everybody doing? Hope everybody's doing good. Lots and lots of new energies coming in. There always is, but it's definitely getting anchored in big time. Definitely. Get your sun codes. I swear I could just live off the sun and just put me on a beach somewhere and just put me in the sun. People all the time, you're going to get skin can't you like, listen, I'll move out of the sun when I start. You don't feel the burn till later. Well, I know, but I know what it, like, get out, put that, I'm putting that sunscreen on my body. Oh, get away. No, why? We already got chemtrails trying to block out the sun, and I'm going to try to block it out by putting on my body. Sun has been around forever. People have been around forever. There's no pandemic on sun diseases. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody's got to calm down. And once we figure out, like, a lot of this stuff isn't just because of some sun disease. I mean, most people who get, I would imagine you fell asleep for 3 hours and then woke up and you were bubbling. Like, it's I don't know. I feel like these natural products, these natural things, right, is what they're trying to get us away from everywhere. Take this thing that we created that's going to make you more beautiful, and it's not like herbs and things won't help, right? But it's all this, there's such an industry behind all this stuff that we got going on, you guys. That's why we're here to create the new industries, the new magics, the new, right? We got to do all of this new stuff. We got to start talking about, right? Like I'm going to start sprouting. I wanted to do them this morning. I didn't do it, but I'm going to start sprouting. Dude, pennies, you could get 8 ounces to 10 ounces of sprouts for like 25 cents, like pennies on it. Like you get a meal for, 50 cents. And that's if you can eat sprouts. I mean, don't mind salad, whatever, but to live, to eat, to survive, to do things, so much not as difficult as we think it is, because everyone wants the Hollywood lifestyle with all the stuff and doing all the things and all the time. This is very important. We should all have that opportunity, because how do you grow and find out more about yourself? You gotta go explore the world. Got to go to these magical places. You got to meet different cultures, right? And so once we realize, what do they spirits say all the time? What's really important? Those times. So as we start to do this more with people, as we're all connecting from all over the world now, I mean, it's done. The game's over. It's just getting everybody up to speed that the game's over. We've won. And this is how you can live in peace with other people, which I think most of us know how to do, care to do, and want to do. So here's the cards. Let's see. First one, Magician. Second one, King of Wands. Boom. Look, you're the Magician and you got the wands. It's like Arthur and Merlin right here. You know what I'm saying? And where are we going? To the Tree of Cups. Look at that. To the abundance, to the abundances, right? Or well, what is that? Creation? Let me see. Sometimes I need a reminder. Celebration, yes. Play together and drink from cups overflowing with water. Abundant, the warm sun creates a peaceful glow in the garden. Together they experience the joy that is achieved by the positive energy with each crow brings to the yard. I want you to know that play is necessary, and all we need to do is, and we all need to take the time to enjoy moments with friends and family. Yeah, so no doubt. See what I'm saying? Thank you guys. I love these guys. They always reconfirm what I'm saying. Somehow, I don't know if I'm setting that up magic up beforehand. Maybe I'm gonna pull next time. I'm gonna pull cards first, and then I'm gonna see what comes out of my mouth. But then my mouth's gonna be because of the card. Yeah, I don't know how it works, one way or another. What's up, guys? Thanks for that. What's on the bottom? Bottom that we don't see. Ooh, 5 of Swords. Ooh. So I think that's the choice, right? That's choices. But it also represents coming out of the box, because you're not 4 necessarily, so it's 5, and that's what a choice is. So we got to make these choices of what to do, where to put our energy. The victorious crow holds the swords of those he defeated. On the surface, the victory may look positive, but in the end could lead to loneliness and despair. The 5 swords denotes hard-fought battle that you won, but the cost may end up being higher than expected. It could be a loss of friendship at the expense of being right, or conflict that will leave you feeling isolated. If reversed, it says that you're tired of fighting and you've accepted that some gains are not worth the battle. Right, and I like that. It's making that decision from the Magician, King of Wands, boom, 3 of Cups, and then where you want to go. What do you want to do? What is worth living the rest of your life doing and being and feeling and seeing and thinking and saying and grounding and because I get it all. I get it. My family, they're always seeing me. What do you do? You just don't do nothing all day. Like why didn't he? Where's Michael? He didn't come over. Like, why? He's just at home. He's just doing what? He's not doing nothing. He's still not doing nothing. It's like, how come wanting to meditate and live in peace, he's just sitting there on his phone? Yeah, I don't need a lot to be happy. Okay. I'm saying? Usually I'm watching us, or I'm researching something, or I'm playing like a basketball, game that's on there or something, but it's not a big deal. Everybody's like mad when people aren't causing a ruckus. But then when you're causing a ruckus, they want to fight you or something. It's like, I don't know. What are we supposed to do down here? We're supposed to be at peace, or are we supposed to be fighting at war all the time? I mean, I don't know, right? Like, I want someone who's got passion. It's like, just slow down with the passion. We all got passion. Pretty sure we all got passion, about something. So I think we all got to stop worrying about what's right and what isn't right. Like, just feel it. I mean, not that that's not important, but know what's right for you. Feel it. Know how, you know what I mean? It's not, you don't need someone else to tell you. That's what I'm trying to say. And don't feel bad for being how you are, right? All this kind of stuff. Be the amazing being that you are, the true, that source energy that comes, that's, you are, which for me, it's just like really, it feels that bright and expansive, but I just want to play it, get excited, and oops. What are you saying? What do you want to say to me? To the people. To the people, we must say. We must be the people. Is that it? That was weird. They just wanted me like exaggerate right there just for some reason. It's we the people. It's you the people. It's I the people. It's us the people. Yeah, no. Yeah, but they need to know. I know. That's why I say a lot of times we, or I'll say, we or us or I, or instead of I's, like, because it's so much more connected, right? So if you have a non-physical self, that's your spirit, right? It's still here. It's just, people get it, it's energies, right? It's energies, guys, all energies. The non-physical realm has energies too, right? Just because it's not physical doesn't mean that energy doesn't exist there, right? And who's to say it's not physical, right? Who's to say, telepathy doesn't have a sense of physicality to it? Because if I put an image in your mind and then you get it, I mean, there's a sense of physical, not like this physical, not 3D physical. We got all these experts out there. They're trying real hard. They got to just step back to the fundamentals and re-go over what the fundamentals are now with all their newly acquired knowledge and expertise. They need to go back you know what I'm saying? And now apply all that and see, and that's what it is, keeping the heart and that soul open. When that soul, heart, when that's open, what is it? Rookie of the year. Follow your heart, kid, and you'll never go wrong. That's what Babe Ruth said to him in his dream. Yeah, I just remember that when I was a kid. I was like, yeah, babe. Baby Ruthies, man, holding it down. Follow your heart, kid. You'll never go wrong. Even if it doesn't work out the way you think it's going to work out, don't worry. Right? If you're clear inside, you can feel better. You can feel better than you could ever feel doing anything else, So don't get so, what's this? What's that? What's it mean? Where's it go? What's the prophecy? What's this? What's that? We can all see it. It's what's happening, and we can see it every day, and we don't need to, it's even like they try, the spirit sometimes, they're not trying to predict if it's always variable. It could change, could we wake up tomorrow and be in world peace? Sure. Right. But at least I'm not trying to cast spells right now. I'm just saying, maybe it's not going to happen. Maybe, doesn't mean I don't think it can. I'd like to think I'm one of the persons who doesn't think it can. And all it takes is a good joke for everyone all at the same time, get the whole world to just go, ha, ha, ha. And the whole vibration, like, we'll blow it up. We'll blow it. Mama Guy is ready for it, but it's going to be funny. We're doing 3 of yous. Yeah, because we did 3 other ones. I was only going to do 1. So now we're going to go into this one. You're fine. What's wrong with your face? What's up? Hi, guys. Love yous. Good to see all the tribes coming together as we're going. Yeah, dance. Yeah, that was it too. Dancing, right? All you got to do, some baddie comes in the room and just, moonwalk on his ass and it's over with. It's over with. It's going to change the vibration of the whole. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. Guys like, what you going? Just go, excuse me, and then just start moonwalking. And he's going to be like, and he'll probably not like it anyway. So just have another one ready to, what you need. You know what I mean? I got what you want. Just bring them out. That's all you got to do. That's how you dispel the darkness, because the darkness does not control you or have ownership over you. You have control, ownership over you, and all you have to do is tell it, no, thank you. No, that's it. That's enough. No more. All right, just yell at it. Right? Okay. Time out. Right? What are you? Want to dominate the whole world? Okay. We know. All of space and time. Oh yeah, we got it. Okay, it's not. I'm sorry, it doesn't work that way, because it wouldn't exist if you did. It wouldn't. No, I'm sorry, it's not gonna happen. I don't know what to tell you. And so that's why we don't gotta worry. We don't gotta we're. You know what I mean? Just choose that team. Energetic vibration. Don't fear it. Love it. Right? Like, oh, he's so cute. These guys all the time and their psychological magics and their, and then we're breaking them all down. It's just like, just go away. Just go away. That's why they don't want to talk to me. I would love it. I would love it to walk into the great hall of the greatest being ever to being and just be like, what's up, Doc? Right? He tries to grab me. I go on the ground and just, take off. You can't mess with imagination, right? We're going to out-imaginate you all the time with you and your box system trying to dominate. This is how it works. That's how it works. Not if I put up the mirror, or not if I throw up the flap of the tunnel and you run into the tunnel and then I remove the flap and you're gone and you're right. Cartoons, Looney Tunes were the shiz, dude. I'm sorry, Looney Tunes are the best, right? It'd be a rock wall and Roadrunner throw up and Coyote runs and he goes into the rock and gets rid of the thing. It's classic. It's classic. You can't mess with this. Yo, bros. Facebook users. Verde. Mud flaps, bro. All right, wait. We got cards. Hold on. Let me go there. Fragments. Bada bing, bada boom. So we had the Crow gave us Magician, King of Wands, and then the Three of Cups. So rock and roll. But then underneath was the Five of Swords. So that means making a choice, but it's going to lead us to, but now we got fragments from the Sacred Earth Oracle. Ooh, she's dope. It's too much glare. There they are. There's the birdies. Okay, then we got Brilliance. She got a lot of dream catchers going on there. There's a lot of real subtle detail. Look, is that a dude in a window? You gotta check it. There's dudes in the bushes, bro. Red team go. Ready but waiting. See? Wow. Fragments, Brilliance, ready but waiting. Who are we? Fragments of brilliance that are ready and waiting. How many of y'all feel like you've been ready your whole life? Right? Just to talk about life on an expanded level with your teachers. Not talk about science and math, okay. But, just maybe evolve a little bit here and there. There and here and there. Right? We're all fragments of the whole. Because no matter how much they try to tell us and convince us that we're separated, we're not. Just like spirit and science and spirit, it's all spiritual. Unless you're a robot, like we say on the show, just make sure you know the difference. You can feel when somebody's speaking and it's from the heart and not just the mind or the body, And we're going to have to learn all that discernment, guys. They're cloning everything out there. Look at all the rappers that you see every day. I'm not saying it's real or not, but every other day I see a new rapper that's talking about, signing his soul to Satan, or signing to the, and making clones of themselves. It's just like it'll come. Let's give it time. That's a big pill to swallow. You gotta think about that too. Real gotta think about that too, guys. I mean, come on. That's a big pill to swallow. We got. And not a lot of people like swallowing pills. It's true. It's true. Some people go, if one pill, I can't do it. Right? We gotta give them time. We gotta maybe just open it and pour it in the water, and then we're gonna have to do other things, for other people. Everybody's different. Not everybody learns the same. Okay, Odin. We got Odin up. I'm even subconsciously opening up Odin next. Hello. Yes! I saw this card last week. It was on the bottom when I put the deck away, and I wanted to pull this card. Yes. Okay, give me two more. Give me two more. We're doing threes today. I was like, I'm going to do ones. But I like pulling cards, and you know me. I want to hear all the perspectives. So I needs to hear from literally all these card decks. But, I keep them, some of them down. Woo! Mud flaps. Oh, man. We's readies. That's all I got to say about that. All right. Was Tiffany Haydish? They ready? Yeah, we ready. What we doing? I don't know. She said we're ready. What did she mean? I don't know. But I know what I meant, right? I love people, right? People who they just hear their own world. It's like you say one thing, goes in one ear, right out the other, but they heard it, and then they go off and they add it to what's happening to them. And it's like, no, I'm talking about it in another situation. Those people are hilarious. They're so fun to talk to. All right, is that it? I know. You just boom. You can't just okay. That's it. Fine. That's why I said one card, and then that's why you made me say one card again. Right? Okay. Hey, we got guy from last week on the bottom. Was it last week? Thirst. Remember Thursday? On Thursday. When is Thursday? Wait. All right. So this is who we got. Wow. So I'll stop talking it up. We got the OG. Jormungandr. Which is the one that's on the front. That's the serpent at the tree, at the bottom of the tree. Parched AF. You know what? I think you're right about that, because I literally was following as soon as I didn't even see it pop up, or it did pop up, and then that's why I don't know. I'm gonna take a drink. Hold on. I gotta find Jormungandr and just see what it says. I wanna know what makes you cry, so I can be the one to always make you smile. That's what we're here to do, guys. That's what we're here to do. Okay, here we go. Wow, life path. A mighty serpent dwells in Midgard. He is the son of Loki and the giantess Angerboda. Well, that's a weird D. The D on top, it curves like one of those A's, and then it's got a cross through it. That's wild. Jormungandr circles the earth and governs the oceans, seas, rivers, and lakes. He is the god of the waters. He signifies that life is circular wherever we look in the universe. The cycles we live within are our lessons each time we incarnate. He's a blessing and an auspicious card to draw, because it means that you are aligned. Everything is as it should be. You are on the right life path, working through your karma at this moment. Your life is flowing like a great river. Those are all commas. Blessing you. Cool. Yes. Thank you, great serpent. All right. I think we're going to the next one. Woo! Feeling that guy. I'm feeling that guy. Look at this guy. I want to swim with him. Dude. He looks like he's squishy in a good way. I don't know how else to put that. Okay. All right. Let's go. Oh, and then that other guy. What was Thursday? Wasn't he what was Thursday? He was like the warrior room guy. Who's Thursday? Let's check Thursdays again. Hold on. He's a rune, if I'm not mistaken. Or maybe not. Oh, there's Isa rune. Kaun Os. We did Os. There he is. Yeah, he's a rune. Non-action. Giant. Thirst is a powerful rune. Represents the portal that holds the energy of transformation and destruction. Contains the same devastating power as Thor's hammer and the giant Thursar. Portal opens and closes on all that the cosmos contains. Sit and contemplate from a place of non-action, which will allow you to prepare. Look deep to your inner self and examine what is hidden, tucked away in your shadow self. Recognize the needs illuminating before passing through this gateway. When you draw the rune Thurs, it indicates that you're ready to make contact with the divine. That's what's happening. Oh, and then look who's underneath him, just because. Loki. Tell me, now you got your wife, give me the wife for Jormungandr. Who's the wife? Volva, who's that? No, it was a giantess. Okay. That's cool. So we got Loki and Jormungandr. So we got Dad showing up. I don't know if they have the giantess card in there anyway. There was a woman on the bottom. I got to figure this out. Guys, I'm on to something. Holy cow. All right, where's Volva? Well, she's not a rune. Look at, who's Volva? The crow lady. Hello. Duh. Who's the it's the Volva. It's the crow. I got jokes for days, man. Everything is hilarious. There's always an angle that is funny. Which 9 times I don't even see them when I'm hanging out with Angelfish. Just saying. Or hear them. Did I say see them? Hear them? I don't know. I see what's in my heart. So it's like I see energy. I don't know. I can't wait. Hey, can you imagine trying to explain this to like anybody who's like just regular or normal life, whatever? Like we're all taught. Explain this to your younger self. Although I think I could do that. I think if any point in time, I've always been talking like this. Just not so out loud. Magic. She's the shaman. Oh, of course you are. Accompanied by a raven and lives a solitary life. The vision and carries a staff that wields magic. She practices Seidir, a form of magic and divination that the goddess Freya brought to the Aesir. She performs magic in Midgard using her wand to influence battles among men. Odin consulted the Volher, asking about the future of the gods. She knows what is to come and carries the burden of that. If you pick this card, you may be uncertain which path to take, but she suggests you trust your intuition. Many opportunities come to fruition, but the way the shaman requires you to be humble and honest with yourself and others. Prepare for initiation. You're pursuing the path of the shaman. Do you guys want me to read Loki? I don't know. We all know who Loki is. I wonder what Loki's card says because I'm just reading them all right now. What time is it? What time is this? 47 minutes. Woo. How long have I been in my awakening? My whole life. It's probably the best way to say it, because when I was 3 years old, and I've said the story about that a million times, I sort of, it clicked. But awakening, I guess, being out here, talking about all this stuff, it's been five years or something, probably woke up more big time, like, I don't know what year it was. I know where I was. It was whenever I was living in Sacramento. I had like a year and a half crash course of just like, dropping my phone, wanting to throw it on, going through like, oh, we're remembering. Oh, yeah. Yeah, because I always knew. I know. I'm not trying. I'm doing. Oh, no. So it was funny. Hold on, wait. What am I doing? Low-key. Sorry, I'm getting off track. But no, thank you for your question. I appreciate you. How long has your awakening been? What you got? Giants. Yes, we got the giants. We got the ravens. We got the water serpent. And we got the shaman, and we got Loki, and we got, what's that other guy? The divine guy or whatever, dude. It's all happened. This is the energies. So I was talking about earlier. Like, I hope you guys feel the new energies. My whole body had goosebumps this morning. The sun is on fire. No pun intended. Well, pun intended. I don't know why people said no pun. The puns. That's the whole reason you said it, was for the pun, wasn't it? Wait, not intended. Oh, okay. Well, then that's boring, I guess. Like, why'd you even say it? Loki is a giant born of Farbauti and and Null. He belongs to this year. Fathered 3 beings: this Midgard serpent, the wolf Fenrir, and Hel, with the ogress Angerbolda, the ogre giantess. I see. He then married Sigyn, with whom he had a son, Mary. He is a giant among the gods who live an illusionary life. One minute he appears as himself, the next he's shapeshifted into something else altogether. The card is a direct message about your life and how you're integrating all of who you are into your reality. Loki encourages you to take another look at the illusion and what we present versus what is our truth. So yeah, alignment. And that's been coming up too lately, that whole thing of aligning with, like, you know, your thoughts, your what you say, what you feel, how you know, a lot of that stuff gets cut down in the world because people, you know, can't say this, you can't say that, don't talk about this, right? Like, we literally have created a box that defines if someone needs to be labeled insane. You know what I'm saying? Now, it's not like there aren't, but that's not what it's. People who are seeing things on like other levels. It's people who are living in, you know, different. There's a difference between if they're dangerous, you know, like if they're, you know what I mean. But, and it's not like we shouldn't have places to take care of them. Not like I think that those places that the system has are the greatest for them. But I'm just saying, anyways, I'm getting off track here. I'm doing. Why did you? Are you? All right. Sheesh. Yeah, just yelling at me. Pull me. Why'd you switch? Because I was just saving you for last. I'm going to go now. Okay. It's like just playing, man. That's what we got to do. We got to remember to play. You know, it's like when we were kids, when we were, you know, Batman. Probably said this a million times. It's like, you know, there's always that kid. No, you're not. Oh, well, okay. I guess. So much for like wherever I was gonna go with that. We could have, I don't know. I was trying to make a game. A lot going on since then. No, I'm not a Gemini. I'm a Libra. That's probably what you're picking up on. Yeah, a lot's been going on for a lot of people. Yeah, no, my awakening. I don't know, because some people, you know, like 2012, you know, some people a little after, you know, mine was probably after. It was definitely after. It was 2013, 14. It wasn't 2012. It was, you know, after that time and all that stuff. So, but I don't know if I think back years. When was I living in Sacramento? How old was I? If I was 29, yeah, like 6 years ago, maybe something like that. Oh, there's our first one. Is when I had my crash course, like when beings came into the room, like, you know, 3-4 o'clock. You know, I'm like, I think I had gotten home from work, and I'm walking through it, and just like right in front of me, like couldn't see him. You know, I was wide awake, couldn't really see him, but like, oh yeah, that's when it all started. Cetacean. Okay, so we got a cetacean dolphin. Ooh, living in the now. Parallel. There we go. Well, I got to do tree of use. Okay, I just do them all first. Whatever. Too bad. I'm showing everybody this one. Cetacean dolphin. Look at that. Cool. So we got these guys with us right now. That's for sure. These crystalline structures need like way more support. Like, we can't have enough whales. I think they want the whales, guys. Right? Everything's monetizing something for no point. Shout out to the whales. I'm saying, better watch out. Mr. Whale, Mr. What's the biggest whale? It's not the like the great or the killers. It's the beluga. Isn't the blue one? Baby beluga. Yes, it's those giant whales. He's like, dude, you know, I could just like eat like, you know, like half of like a building, you know, if I could chew metal. Getting bombarded with spirit. Oh, yeah, no, that's where I live. I'm an air sign. I'm a double air sign, and I'm a Pisces. So Pisces moon. So I live here. It's my normal. Don't worry about it. It only becomes a problem when somebody grounds in like a negative something that, you know what I'm saying? Like it's anyways, you have to watch my videos and I'll explain. I think I've been 3-4 years now. 3 years I've been doing YouTubes, and I started with channeling because I wanted to explain the spiritual, and I thought, right, and so I got into it because of Tai Chi and everything. So okay, come on, cards, let's go, cards. Energy's energy. Archangel Michael is not in some of the other religions, but it doesn't mean they don't have a protector being. You know what I mean? So we have to get into what the energy really, really is. And it's okay if you call it Archangel Michael. That's fine. Doesn't really, what's in a name. And you get into the Tao. The name that can be named is not the eternal name. Is this all we're doing right now? Living in the now. I really feel like this all I wanted to say. You ain't got nothing else to say? I'm talking too much? Oh, no, I'm not talking. See, they like to act like, like, oh, like you guys know more. Like, get out of here. All right. I'm talking too much. Aren't we supposed, isn't that the whole point of the show? If I was sitting here meditating, not saying a word, I mean, why would we watch? Or whatever. It's like, if it's not like an event I'm doing, it's meditation. I love it. Because it's still there. They're still like, just let the cards come, so it's so we're supposed to be tough. They're supposed to be tough. I mean, everybody's just, it's all just family. It's all just, in some cases, extremely extended families, but it's all connected. Thank you. It's all connected, right? The whole thing. What I'm saying, what I'm not saying, what you're saying, what you're not saying. Right? I think that's the I think the trick of the flow and the adaptation and living in the now is you got to be able to flow and not get stuck and stay in something and then get, like grounding is grounding and is rooting, and you feel that in your body and you feel good and you feel okay. Like, but getting stuck in a concept, that's how we got here, and I know that's how we all got here in the first place, was because somebody on some level thought this would be a good idea or that would be a good idea, and it wasn't. So, and that's okay. But I mean, like, we're talking about occupation Earth here. Yeah, it was, let's go one more. Oh, what we got? Hey, Earth. Hello. This was the second one to drop. Seeing the one. Look, we're on the blues. Seeing the one in the future. Bada bing, bada booms. Uno más? Can we do uno más? I'll stop talking. Like, God, this is an amazing place to exist, to be able to be all these different ways, and to, oh man, it's the joy of life, you guys, being on this earth, being at this time, being able to be however we want to be, and just once the world starts getting that, where it's not that other people are offending you, it's that you're taking offense, you're allowing yourself to be offended because somebody you don't know and have never met has a different perspective. Yeah, do you know their life? Do you know, right? Like, once we get past all that and we just start acting like goofballs again, I can't wait. Like, I don't know. All right, don't grow up, it's a trap. Assistance without interference. Third one, serious. Hello. Now, this is the whole point. Assistance without interference. This is what I was saying earlier about the grounding of it all, right? Everybody, like I say, we're going to have a flash and then boom, all of a sudden I'm walking down the street. Now I'm in the jungle, you know what I mean? And then quantum is available. We're on this other thing and I need to just warp myself home, but I haven't really had the chance to practice that, space or time doesn't exist. Okay, but there's going to be a practicality to these things, right? It's not that spirit is just impractical and magic is impractical. Okay, we got to stop separating, right? All of that stuff. So the growth, we're in it now. You are it now. We are it. We're lighting the grids. The more people that are sharing, the more people that let go of whatever makes them so worried about another belief system, you know what I mean? Like that's what it is it's, oh, if people believe this, then they're gonna go and do that, and it's just like, no, that's not, like, what are you starting, a cult? And it's like, dude, everything is what is it, right? Shout out Paul White Gold Eagle. Right? I think he said that recently. Cult, short for culture, right? Hello. Broke it down. Simple. I like it when we can break it down simple in the shortest words ever. Oh, I didn't read those ones. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. It's okay. I know. It's always okay. I keep trying to say. Okay, and lastly, we're gonna do Lemuria because Lemuria is coming up. We got the technology. There's the energies of you. Hi. You guys talk to your cards too. All right. It's an inanimate object. I don't know. Happens just like that. Tai Chi. Did I say Tai Chi? Yeah. Well, Tai Chi, Taoism, Qigong, all of that kind of stuff. That's all energy too. Spirit. Yes. Oh, that's the best. I love it. I know. And then we all say it to each other and we just laugh, right? Because if you say it to them and they get offended, what is that? That's their choice. If you say it to them and they just laugh and go like, "Why are you saying that?" Right? Like, oh my gosh, I can't wait. We're all getting to that other side. Whoa, guys, that was a slow burn. We've got too much water. Lemuria. I know. We need some more fire. So what were the cards? They both fell on the floor. So we're gonna do one more and then we'll see. You do Tai Chi? Yeah, me too. Not so much the Tai Chi as Neigong. I do mostly Neigong because I don't have the space, to do like the 24 forms or the 48, any of the form. Like I've known, I've practiced a bunch of different forms, throughout time, but I don't have the space like I used to. So I do, standing punches and kicks and, or whatever, like, I can't go too far, but yeah. So I do mostly the Qigong and the Neigong now. And not like I did a whole bunch of it. Like I'm not, I don't claim to be a belt of any kind or anything. I don't know. Everybody learns something the way they learn it. And yeah, but that's cool. Yeah, you do that too? Yeah. Oh no, that stuff's awesome. That's all that's everything on the physical realm. And then once your physical body gets activated, right, and you get the chi flow flowing through, that's when all your stuff comes online and you're boom, 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 boom. That's why all the monks, man, you seen that one with the monk sitting in the boiling pot of water? Like, I don't know if it was boiling, but he was probably keeping it from boiling, but he was underneath, there was a fire underneath and he's sitting in a pot and he's just like, I don't know if he was like this or whatever, like, prayer position. And he's just like, and he's even in his monk robes, like, you know what I mean? He's wearing the thing and he's just sitting Indian style in there and it's not even burning him. It's like, so that's what I'm getting at. Like there's evolutionary thought the creation of evolution, right? That's saying that, well, this is hot, so then I react this way and blah, blah, blah. Well, the monk just proved right there, it's hot, but that's not what's happening. So the laws of physics, science, you know what I mean? We're blowing all this stuff like wide open. And there's just a lot, like I said, there's just a lot. You know how much this is a download? You guys know how much it is for you guys, and we're still learning it every single day. You know what I mean? It's every day. So what do we got? Hold on. We got endless opportunities. 114 today. I got the fan on. It's the first time I've ever had the fan on. Make sure this guy's not blowing around. I hope it's not too loud. Endless opportunities 23. Hello. That's what's up. Look at them all. Look at all those ideas, right? All those creations, all those sending them off, all those little fractals of the one, right? To go and be themselves and to live their own lives and to do their own thing, right? Hello. 23. Now we got 33. Ooh, look at the threes. Journey to wholeness. Hello. Right? I think that's the whole point of this. And it's so important. This is the point. Everybody who's doing anything in life, this is what we're all really searching for. I mean, I say this a million times, we're all looking for the same thing, whether you think it lies within buying shoes, right? Wholeness. Right? I love shoes. Like I really like almost like a chick. Like I don't know how, but like, oh God, shoes are, dude, there's all kind of Vans, Skechers. What are the old, I can't even think of them right now. I have a pair of Converses, you know what I mean? Like with the ankle boot. I mean, like there's all kinds of shoes are awesome. There's so many awesome things in life, but don't get trapped by this stuff, you know? And that's what she's showing here, right? Journey to wholeness. It's in there, man. It's in there every time. You know, you can teach yourself to like new things at any point in time in your life, you know? Oh yeah. Like I said, you know, like makeup, right? You know, I was teasing on my last show, you know, I love it. What guy does not like a woman who's all dolled up? I mean, come on. We all got to dress. What girl doesn't like a guy who slicked the hair, you know, going out, right? Like it's, you know, so I love picking on it, but that's the spice of life. But once we get trapped into, you know, how much makeup and how much, you know, that's, you guys know that. So then third one, beyond the mind. I think that's important because we have to go into the heart space and the intuition, right? There's the brain and then there's the mind, right? We've talked about this. We've talked about, you know, a couple times where your brain and then the mind is beyond. But so I like this because it's beyond the mind. And so a lot of people say, well, what's beyond the mind and thought and consciousness? And well, that's what it is. It's consciousness. I don't know if there's another word, right? But it's conscious awareness. So it becomes not just like a knowing. I know something. This is right. This is wrong. It becomes I am beyond the mind, right? We're trying to figure out and we'll always be figuring things out. I mean, that's what's fun, you know, but you know, the right and wrong and, you know, the systems and society. And if you're a civilized person, that means you do this, and this. So I'm going to show you a civilized person in about 5 seconds. You keep telling me what I need to do. And honestly, if that's the case, then I guess I'm just crazy and unorthodox, right? That's me for sure. So we got card on the bottom, sacral chakra, right? Hopefully, right? You guys are feeling that the new, right? It's this energy comes with the new creation, right? We had thoughts, or was it beyond? We had endless opportunities, all the bubbles. We got beyond the mind, and then wholeness, and then beyond the mind, right? Sacral chakra. So that feeling, we should be feeling that. You know, what's part of grounding? I was saying, you know, so this is the second, you know, right up from the root. So now, once we've grounded so much stuff that we want to create, that we want to do, that we want to this, that we want to that, now we get to play with it again. Remember to play. Remember to laugh. Remember to have fun again. Find out what doesn't matter. Play in the new. So we think, oh, it's old. It doesn't feel new. No, it's always new every single day. You know, you got to wash that yourself out. You got to wash out them thoughts. You know what I mean? That it's not new. It doesn't mean you go, you know, obliviously and naively into life with no kind, you know, not bringing what you've learned in your past with you. But, you know, if we don't allow for that new space, it'll never happen, right? The whole concept, you know, if you believe, if you can, you can. If you say you can, you can. If you can't, you can't. Either way, you're right. But as soon as you stop saying you can, it'll never happen. And I've said this before on the show too, about like just the simple concept. If somebody grew up and they always wanted to do one thing, it was just in their heart, it's embedded in them from the second they were born. They wanted to do this one thing. They're probably gonna achieve that in their life, you know, even if it's like an offshoot of it or it leads them to whatever else, you know. All you got to do is focus on what you want and feel it and be it and ground it, feel it, get into the fun of it, right? You know, working out, you know, for some people, oh, it's, you know, hard, they don't have time. Get into the fun. Don't just want to work out because, oh, you know, it's something else I have to do in life, like of all other things I have to do, you know, and I don't feel like have fun again. Remember what it was like when you were a kid and you wanted to run full speed. And there was no point. There was no reason except for how good it felt. The reason we're supposed to be doing what we're doing and finding what we love to do. Like, right? When's the last time you as an adult just went outside and just booked it down the block and around the block, came back home, you know? It was just like, woof, man. And then what do? You run until you can't run anymore like a kid. And then you're right? And then we think we're older. We're like, oh my God, I'm dying. No, you're not dying. It's the same thing that happened when you were a kid and you would run. You got to stop for a second, take a breath, catch your breath. You know, like what is it? It just came to me and it just left. Um, that what is it? That okay, so that you like right, like this concept. Oh, and this is okay. Shout out Bitcoin Ben, right? Check out his channel. But he made a good point too, which is funny about this illusion, right? How we're in the world. He says that they created the heat index. You guys remember how like we have, it's 85, but it feels like 90, right? And then so he's laughing because he's making the point like, no, it feels like it's 85. They made an imaginary tool for measuring something that doesn't exist. So now it's what it is it the temperature is how it feels to you. That's what the real temperature is outside. You know what I mean? It's like it doesn't happen. Like it's not. We're doing. What am I getting at here? I think you guys are found. So you guys are doing things because we love them, because they're real, right? It's not about ungrounding and going off into space all the time or whatever. It's when you connect, when you astral project, when you learn your third eye, when you do all these things, it's not a impractical thing. It's not a non-grounded type thing, and people have been doing this forever, right? They say conspiracy, they say this, they say that. You guys can look it up online. I don't know what the name of the website is, but like government whatever website where they literally have the official transcripts of the people that they're doing remote viewing with or whatever. They're people that they have doing so I read one of them, and it was like this guy went, I think it was like 1,000,000 years into the past, but he was on like, I don't think it was the moon, it was some other planet. You know what I mean? Like they're literally having people remote view constantly all the time. It's been going on for decades, and you can look it up. It's online, right? So this and not like, okay, so what we can talk, what does it mean? What it means at the very least is that our governments care a lot about all that stuff, but not just remote viewing, astral projection, all like, and they're literally paying and they're spending their time and their energy and their resources to listen to people who are doing the same type of stuff that we're doing. But since they don't publish it and put it on mainstream media, when we talk about it, everybody else thinks we're crazy, even though they're literally funding the projects right now. They're doing right now, I guarantee you, in bunkers, well, hopefully not bunkers, but in places all over the world, there's people that are remote viewing right now. There's people for the governments, for the, to figure all this stuff out. So, I mean, it's like reality is just, that's why they say, like, for a lot of people, this is going to be a huge change. It's going to be a huge flip. Reality is not what people, think or seem, or, and then we're going to have to put that puzzle piece in and add more of that and then just keep going. And, that's how we do it. It's how much consciousness can you fit in one body, well, let's see. I mean, if we gain more consciousness, so that upgrades our vessels, then we should essentially be able to keep doing this over and over. But that's the whole thing too. If we're ascending for the first time in the physical vessel, okay, in this density, whatever, just, specifically, let's say, then all of this is going to have to happen that way. Like I said, a flash is great, but, all of a sudden now I got to teleport home. I haven't practiced it enough. I don't know. I was in the third lower dimension practicing, and now I'm in the fifth. All of a sudden, do I start flying? Wait, no, what? I don't know. It's like, what were you, like, I'd be okay with that if all of a sudden, and then like we all had like a guide, right? Snap, and all of a sudden there's a dude standing there, like right next to you, right? Dude, I was just on the sidewalk. He's like, yeah, I know, but not anymore. You didn't even move your mouth. How did I hear what you said? Come with me. Come with me. Okay, cool. I mean, like, hey, I'm down. I'm ready. I'm ready to go. I am ready to go. Okay, Shanae. But it's going to be a lot for people. So we got to, that's why everything we're doing, everything we're talking, everybody says it's crazy, but then it comes out, everybody's, so we're all you guys, we're all before our time. We all know what we're here to do. We all know, you know what I mean? It's like, just, we're killing it out here, guys. I love you guys. You guys are so powerful. Be whatever you want to be, however you want to be in life. Put all the makeup you want on your face. I don't care, right? Macho men trying to impress chicks, get as many muscles as you need to get so that you feel good. I don't care, right? But don't get hung up on it. don't get hung up on it. Like, I love you no matter how many muscles you got, and I love you no matter how much makeup you got on your face. Okay, that's the point. All right, we got to get there. We got to stop wondering about that. Watery as fugs. I know, man. What's going on? Say Tai Chi. The golden age is here to light the way. What? No. And the legend of the rent was way past due. All right. Let's see. You're not conditioned. That's a good thing. Oh yeah, no, you can't. Oh, cool. Yeah, man. Send me a Facebook or something. I'll check it out. Tai Chi at Commonwealth Games tomorrow. Oh, cool. Yeah, that's cool. Being in all that stuff. I know. That's. I mean, guys, gotta go do stuff. Again, we just gotta go do stuff. Go have fun, guys. That's the ending message for today. Go have fun. I love you guys. You're more powerful than you know. I want to talk about. I think I titled this "The Power That You Wield." It's all there. It's all there. Don't let nobody tell you it's not, because you're here. So that's all it is. They can't get to you unless you let them get to you. It only works when you believe that you're not, or you are. So it's up to you, right? We can at least choose that. And I think thank you. I think that's pretty cool that we get to have the openness, the chance to really choose, like, light or dark, or good or bad, or however you want to say it, or, again, yin and yang, whatever, right? Or indifference, right? Or whatever, right? It's pretty cool. All right. I guess that's it for now. Love you guys. Those are our weekly messages. What were they? Summing up. Yeah. Magician moving forward, creating it all. We got Sirius coming in. What was it? Earth coming in. What was it? Centering, connecting, Jormungandr, Jormungandr, and then Lemuria. What was that? Ready and waiting. Brilliance, fractals, right? It's all coming together. All right, guys. Love you. Peace. See you next time. Thanks for coming.